Hello, ladies. Welcome to day 2 of our Chosen devotional journey. We're so excited to be doing this with you and doing this devotional in a little bit different way. Today, I'm going to be talking with you guys about overcoming chosen people syndrome. And what I mean when I say that is we so many times we feel like we're too good to do some of those things that God has called us to do. And we're going to be looking at the story of Jonah today and how God called Jonah to do something. And he said, "No way, God, I have my own plans. I do not want to do what you called me to do." Now, in this story, Jonah's a prophet. So God speaks to Jonah, and then Jonah will go out and speak to the people and tell the people what God has been telling him. And one day, God says, "All right, Jonah, I need you to go to Nineveh, this city that is just bad. It's evil. All of these horrible things are happening there." And God sends him there. And Jonah just says, "Nope, I'm going to go in the completely opposite direction." And Jonah had a classic case of this chosen people syndrome. He thought, I'm chosen by God. I get to choose who I'm going to go teach to. And that was a big mistake. And if you've read the story of Jonah or you went to Sunday school, I'm sure you've heard this story of how God sent a huge fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of this fish and before he was spit out, and ended up following God's direction and going to Nineveh, and then God redeemed this city. And so I want you today to think about, what is your chosen people syndrome that you need to overcome? Some of the things you might be dealing with is feeling like someone else can do it. Somebody else can reach these people. And as moms, I think something that I struggle with is I already have my own stuff going on. I have my kids, I have my husband, I have this home, I have all these things that I need to be dealing with and I need to be taken care of. God can choose somebody else to go minister to all these other people. He's not going to use me, even if he's called me. Sometimes I feel like, well, I don't really have time for that. I need to do the dishes. I need to bake these cupcakes for that bake sale, or whatever it is that's occupying your time, that might be keeping you from following God's direction as a chosen person. So what we want to encourage you today is to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Figure out what it is that God is calling you to and how you can overcome that chosen people syndrome. That even though, yes, we are called, we are chosen by God, that doesn't mean we get to just live a life of never reaching the broken and the hurt and the people that don't know Christ. We are called to minister to those people. And so I want to ask you today, what is your Nineveh? What are you running from? What are you trying to escape that God has called you to? If you're following along in our journal, or if you're watching this video, we have some questions that I'd love for you to follow up with, just to continue thinking about this today, of how you can overcome that syndrome of feeling like just because you're chosen, you're not better than, you're not set apart, that you don't have to reach God, the people that God wants to bring to himself. So let's reflect on that today. Let's read the story of Jonah together and learn from his story that you are chosen, you are called by him to do big things, and I want you to chase after your Nineveh. I hope you guys have a great day.